I'm talking about Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi is pushing up daisies. He might be dead. I'm talking Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi is pushing up daisies. Is Bibi Netanyahu dead? Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from my cabin down by the creek. Is Bibi Netanyahu dead, or is it just an internet hoax? We're going to discuss that topic real quick, but before we do, I want to thank all of you who support this channel with your kind financial gifts. Your donations keep the lights on here in my cabin, keep food in my cabinet, and gas in my car, and I live a very simple, humble lifestyle in my one-room cabin, and it's your kind gifts that keep this channel on the air and keep these videos coming your way. And I hope you're entertained or enlightened or, at least interested. And if you get something out of these videos, please consider becoming a financial donor through the links in the description below. This channel is funded exclusively by viewers like you. Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock somewhere, and some of us do, there is a big discussion on the internet for the last several days as to whether or not Bibi Netanyahu is alive or dead. And there's been videos proving both his death and his proof of life video. And these videos are being analyzed by people, and many of them are saying they're AI generated. So if you're a fan of the channel, you know about 9 years ago, I had a dream about a 2-minute video that would emerge showing a U.S. leader doing something very bad, and people would say it's a deep fake. That's what they called videos back then. Now they call them AI videos. But back then they called them deep fake videos, and they claimed that it's a deep fake video, and the other side said, no, it's real. And that was the final straw that caused violence to erupt between the two political division sides in the U.S. political system, and it caused war to break out. Now, whether that dream was prophetic or just a bean dream, whether the Civil War happens or not, the dream was quite predictive, because at the time, 9 years ago, deep fake videos were obviously fake, and they were easy to pick out. And the last time I talked about this topic, people came on and went, oh, you can deep fake, AI videos are easy to spot. Every day they get harder to spot. Every day they get more believable. And the video showing Bibi Netanyahu going, look, I'm alive and well, showing he has 5 fingers on each hand, because sometimes that's one of the things that these AI generated videos get wrong, is they give us 6 fingers. And there's a couple of videos proving the proof of life videos put out by the Israeli government where Netanyahu has 6 fingers. And so Iran is saying they killed him in an airstrike, in a missile strike. The Israeli government came out with these videos showing him alive and well. And there's been this huge debate as to whether he is actually alive or not. And even some sources within the intelligence community have leaked that he's in fact in a coma fighting for his life. Al Jazeera released a video recently showing what appears to be Bibi Netanyahu in a conference room with other Israeli leaders when the building comes down on them, crushing everyone in the room. And that video, to me, looks very believable, even though it's not high definition. It's a grainy black and white surveillance video like you'd see at the break room in Walmart, or an outside camera in front of a convenience store or something. It looks real because it's low tech, low resolution, and it looks more, it rings true, right? Whereas the videos showing Bibi Netanyahu, especially the one in the coffee shop, where he shows that he only has 5 fingers on each hand and laughs about it and talks to some people there, I believe that video has been thoroughly debunked as a deep fake AI video. And a lot of people are focused on the coffee cup and how the top of the coffee cup is filled to the brim, and he carries it around and he moves it around and he never spills a drop, right? And then he takes a sip, and before he takes a sip, there's it's gourmet coffee, so it's got the little design of the creamer on top. It looks like a leaf. And after he takes a sip, the leaf is still there, and everyone that drinks coffee like that knows that that design that hovers on the top of your coffee disappears the minute you take the first drink. And then there, like I said, are some other videos that have been released that show he has 6 fingers on one hand. I don't know why AI gets that wrong, but I am not going to try to guess what the reality is. I do know this: until he's seen by multiple cameras in a public place, right? Not an engineered proof of life video, but an address to the Israeli people or a meeting with Donald Trump or other world leaders. Until that happens, I think many people are going to wonder whether Bibi Netanyahu is dead or alive or in a coma. And, whether or not my 2-minute video that I had a dream about 9 years ago ever comes to fruition, it was predictive, because AI videos are getting harder and harder to tell the difference between a deep fake video and a real, actual piece of video. There's an old saying: believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. We're literally entering into a time in this world where you can't rely on video for proof of anything. And they can show videos of people doing all kinds of things, and the internet has erupted with some very entertaining spoof videos, where my favorite one is showing the video in question at the coffee shop with Netanyahu with his overfilled cup of coffee. And then right in the middle of it, he just reaches up and starts pulling on his face, and he peels his face off, and there's a reptilian underneath, right? And there's another video where, it's the same video. He's in the coffee shop, and suddenly cops burst in and put the cuffs on him and drag him out kicking and screaming. So computer technology and video technology today is becoming more and more indiscernible from real video. And you literally can't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. And pretty soon, you're not going to be able to believe your eyes if they're not standing right in front of you in real life. That video is so easily manipulated now. I'm reminded of the image of Lee Harvey Oswald holding the newspaper in one hand and the rifle that he would, within days of that picture being taken, would use that to take John F. Kennedy's life. If you believe the main line. And that photo, because back then, before Photoshop, that was a CIA trick, was to alter photos. And many people have picked that apart and says that have stated that that's obviously a CIA manipulated photo. And my gosh, that was a lifetime ago. And now we live in this technologically advanced world where video is easily manipulated. If you ever see video of me doing something I ain't supposed to, it's deep fake. or not. No, I'm serious though. You really can't believe your eyes anymore. What do you think? Do you think Bibi Netanyahu was killed in an airstrike like the Iranians claim? Do you think the video from Al Jazeera, the black and white surveillance video of the roof coming down on Bibi Netanyahu, is real? Or do you believe the coffee cup, that he's that good of a coffee drinker, that he had it filled to the edge, it never spilled a drop, and when he drank from it, the little design on top was untouched? Well, if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you in San Francisco and some oceanfront property in Arizona. Tell me what you think in the comments section. And once again, don't forget to support the channel, and we'll see you next time from my cabin down by the creek.